Who are you?
I'm Colton Deweys, and welcome to my YouTube channel here with me and my dad here.
Me. Okay. Anyway, welcome back, y'all. Hey, we noticed something in the last review, and it didn't click on me until I watched the last review. And it has to do with this book right here. And actually, they have something on this book which is actually the next review, which did not dawn on me until I started looking at it. I said, Colton, this must be a sign or something like that, because evidently the next review wants me to do a spotlight on this.
And the cover of that crossword puzzle book that you saw did had the name of the next review that we're gonna do.
Yeah, the next review,
which is here.
Right, which is this. Do y'all know what this is? I know what it is, and y'all should know what it is too. Now listen, the Gobots were not overly complicated Transformers to transform. They were meant to be more or less robot transformer from a robot to vehicle that you can actually take with you. That you can actually bring to your friend's house, and y'all can have a Gobotron war or Cybertron or a Renegade, a Guardian Renegade battle, Sidekill, Leader 1, and all that stuff. So anyway, this is a pocket. Now, the reason why they called it pocket was because these Gobots were small enough to fit, like I have Crasher right here. This is Renegade Crasher. These were meant to go in the pocket and go. And you can do that with a couple of them, not just one. But that's what the next review is about. And the next one is called Pocket. And that's the reason why his name is Pocket, because these Gobots were meant to go in the pocket and leave to go to your friend's house and have a imaginary time of Guardians and Renegades and all that good stuff. So, this is our next installment, part 3? Yes, part 3.
Part 3.
Of putting together the puzzler.
From Gobots.
So, we'll see y'all here in a minute. That's our next review, and his name is Pocket.
Yes.
So, that's it. We'll see y'all here in a minute.
Stay tuned. And here we are at the reviewing area, and here we have Gobots Pocket in front of the camera and on the reviewing area.
Yes, just like Colton said, his name is Pocket. He is the other giant arm of the puzzler that he combines into. Now we're going to take him from car mode into robot mode, then into limb mode, the arm, but not yet. So, just give you a little background on this Renegade named Pocket. He is a yellow Lamborghini Countach.
And there is, and this figure does kind of look familiar to another robot, but he's from Transformers, but this is from Gobots, and we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay, great. Yep, Pocket can create hand movements faster than the eye. So he his special ability is he can create hand movements faster than the eye. In other words, he would probably be a really good pickpocket. So that's awesome because his name's Pocket. So anyway, that's what we have for the Renegade called Pocket. Now I'm going to turn it over to Colton. Let him get on to the review.
Alright. So, on to the figure here. Now, like my dad already told y'all, he does transform into this yellow Lamborghini car here. And this figure, when I looked at this figure for the first time, this kind of does look like Sunstreaker from Transformers, because Sunstreaker also transforms into a yellow Lamborghini. So I thought of, in my head, like, is this before they changed his name to Sunstreaker? Because this kind of does look like Sunstreaker. But when we get to the robot mode, his head, well, his face does also kind of look like Sunstreaker's face.
You can see a little resemblance in both modes, from Lamborghini to robot mode, and y'all see what we're talking about here in a minute.
And I actually do have a Sunstreaker toy here. So, for a size comparison, here he is next to the Combiner Wars Sunstreaker, because this is the only Sunstreaker I have here. And this is a repaint of Combiner Wars Breakdown.
A bunch of them. A bunch of them. But y'all can see the difference, you know. So they're both speed cars, Lamborghinis. So, you know, kind of weird, but hey.
Although the Combiner Wars here is a little bit modernized.
Yes. And like I said, in the name Pocket, you can put him in your pocket. You ain't gonna put him in your pocket.
No.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. He's too big.
Even the original G1 Sunstreaker, you also could not fit it in your pocket.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the Gobots, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like this guy here. And here's the side views here. And the back here.
Hey, the back taillights are the same. Have you noticed the shape of them? The back taillights are the same, pretty much.
And even the Combiner Wars version does have some molded in taillights, but they're just flat with no actual lights molded in at the back taillights. Whereas this one does have some little squares here to represent taillights here. And he does have some exhaust pipes here.
Yeah,
And here's the other side here for both of them. And the front here. And obviously the front headlights of Combiner Wars Sunstreaker is a lot different than Pocket here.
Yep.
Because these are just...
Those are 1980s.
Yes.
No, this is 1980s Countach Lamborghini compared to today's more modernized.
Yes.
What it would supposedly look like. So, I don't know. I've never had one. It'd be great to have one, but I never had one. I don't know what I'd do with it. Probably end up in jail or something with it. But anyway, yeah. So, anyway.
So, is this like before they changed the name to Sunstreaker, or this is just something totally different?
Totally different. Totally different. This is because you gotta remember that, you know, this Gobots and Transformers were totally separate. There was no. It just so happened to be that they have vehicles, and you know, because one was made by another manufacturer company in ideas, and the other one was totally different.
Right.
I don't think that they collaborated.
I know.
No, I said something. Anyway, all right. Let's go and take Sunstreaker out the way. Let's get back to the review of Pocket and get this ball on the roll. Although I do have to say, for the time, that is an excellent representation of a Lamborghini Countach. And that's what they look like in the 80s. That is.
And as you can see, it's all casted in yellow, but it's more of an orangey yellow.
Yeah, orangey yellow. Yeah, I would say so. And this guy right here has the same properties as Crossword, our last review, where you have a little bit of die-cast metal in him. We'll show y'all where they're at in the transformation of Pocket. And again, y'all, we're going back to 1984. So all these puzzler pieces are from 1984.
Like this guy is.
So we have to be careful transforming them.
And you do have some black painted in windows and some black paint on this part here, which...
That's more or less a vent for the engine.
A vent.
I think.
Part.
I don't know. I've never had a Lamborghini.
And on the sides here, you just have a black stripe here and some black on the top parts where the wheels are.
Yes. Like I said, there's more horses underneath that hood than what I know what to do with. I'd get in a lot of trouble with it. But anyway, a lot of horses underneath the hood, that's for sure.
And the black bumper here. And of course you got the tail lights and the exhaust pipes on the back. And on the bottom, you just have...
You have... Ah, it's his head again.
There's his head.
There's his head. Right there. So... And I know it would say 1984.
And here's the little stamp right
Is
there.
it? Okay.
It's upside down. Yes, 1984.
Yeah, 1984. If one of them says not 1984, I'm going to be shocked. But they should all say 1984. We'll keep that in there, 1984. Yeah. Just to make sure, verify what year we're talking about. That was many moons ago.
And he does roll really smoothly. Because, of course, the tires are rubber.
Yes.
And you do have some chrome on the hubcaps of the...
On the wheels?
On the wheels.
Yeah, on the rims.
Or the rims.
The rims.
And the tires...
I think they're all in good shape on this one.
No.
No? Okay. I don't know.
Okay, this wheel is in great shape. These two I know for sure have some cracks on them. Like this one here has a big crack right there, yeah. And that has a tiny little crack right there. and this one here.
I'm thinking of something. Oh.
I'm not sure how well y'all can see it, but I just spotted it.
You just spotted a crack?
Yes. There's one tiny little crack right there. Yes. There is one tiny little crack right there.
Yes, in the middle of the review, I'm having all different kind of thoughts here. Okay, I gotta rein myself back in. Okay. Alright. That's very weird. Okay.
There we go. You could see me trying to separate.
As with these Gobots, it's just time. And, yeah. Over 20 years old, you start showing cracks too. But anyway, yeah. Getting back to the review now.
Yes. And that's about it for Pocket here. Like with the other Gobot figures that we reviewed. Because there's not a whole lot to them. So to transform him, now Pocket and Crossword both do transform the exact same. So what you're going to do is take the back of the car and the roof and extend it out. And you're also gonna split this in half to make his legs.
Yes, you're going to separate his legs.
Which can be a little fiddly to do.
Yes, they don't come out all the way, but they do split open some.
Yes. There we go.
Just like that.
Just like that.
And of course, Pocket pretty much has the same problem as far as Crossword. It's just over time these become a floppy mess. They don't hold up or lock in as good as what they used to. Trying to get your fingers back behind there. There you go. There
okay.
You go. Just like that.
Now you're gonna take the front wheels and these black things on the bottom here and slide them out to make his arms.
Right, they're on the slider. Just like so.
Just like that. And last but not least, just take the front middle part of the vehicle or the Lamborghini and flip it around to make his head. And you're finished.
Yes, is his head all the way up? Hold it right quick. There it is.
There we go.
There it is.
And there you have Pocket in robot mode.
In robot mode, that is what Pocket looks like. He's exactly almost the same as Crossword. Now, where his metal die cast is, like we showed y'all in Crossword, it's the same for Pocket. His metal die cast would be in his arms, right here, and his legs. Not his per se legs, but the underneath of the waist and stuff like that. Need that metal in there for stability. Because if it was plastic back then, it wouldn't work so well.
Right.
So some of these GoBots still have, even at that time, had metal parts in them. They weren't all plastic. As like a lot of stuff is today. So, that is pretty much it as far as the robot. Now, getting back to the head sculpt of...
That's what I was about to get to.
Okay.
Because his head sculpt, like I told y'all before, does still look like Sunstreaker. Because he has the two ear things on the sides of his head. And Sunstreaker has the exact same ear things on the sides, too.
Now, like I said, y'all, I don't know if these two companies knew each other or not or what. It's just kind of weird how... I don't think they did, but
I just untabbed the front bumper piece and just flipped it down so y'all can see the
resemblances as far as the sculpt. So we don't know, it's pretty... I mean, one can claim or state that, they look similar, but they're not. I don't know.
Y'all can see here the resemblance.
So that's some things that I even noticed back then. I was thinking, Pocket, man, he sure looks a lot like in a couple ways, but like I said, the intricate transformation of Sunstreaker was way more involved than what Pocket was.
Right.
So, and like I said, his name is Pocket, but these GoBots were made small enough to put in your pocket and go anywhere that you wanted to go.
And for articulation, all you're just going to get is the arm rotation, and that's it.
Yeah, well, his waist can move too, but that's due to, the combined and stuff like that.
The combined mode. And before we get him into his combined mode, let's do a quick size comparison with his other two.
Sure.
Puzzler.
Put that one right next to him.
So here's Crossword.
There you go, Crossword.
I almost forgot his name.
That guy there, his name is
Rube.
And here's a crazy psycho woman that I'm just going to throw in there too, because she's a race car, but she's not part of the puzzler.
Crasher.
So you could even tell that the scale of them was different. Whoops. Yep, that's it. Yeah, one too many. She fell over. Anyway, you could tell just from the scale of them how different they are compared to a regular first season GoBot from season 1.
Right.
So that's what it looks like shaping up right there. We've covered 3 of them. We're covering all 3 of them, and we still have 3 more to go to make the puzzler. So, with that said, we're going to take these right back out the way. And we are going to finish showing you what Pocket can transform into. His limb mode. That guy is loose. Loosey goosey. Anyway.
So, that's about it for Pockets' robot mode. So now, let's get him into his limb combined mode for Puzzler. And all you're just going to do is flip back in the head, push back in the arms, compress the legs back in, and on the back here, you want to take these two exhaust pipes here, just these two here, and bring them around, which will flip out his hand. Then you want to take the back part here of the car mode and rotate it around. Then take the front of the car and flip it all the way down. And then you just flip down this peg, and you are supposed to leave the legs collapsed in to have the correct arm combined mode. But of course, these do not hold up really well.
Yeah, over time they just come down. You know, depends.
But it looks like this one's holding up really well.
Yeah.
But if I touch it,
you touch it, nothing happens. There it is. It won't go down.
if I shake it too much.
No, what it is Pocket knows we're talking about him.
But I guess if I like shake it too much, it is gonna slide back down.
It will, and these are just joints that come loose over time.
I actually like to leave these extended down.
Yes. Okay.
But that is his arm mode here.
Mm-hmm. So, with that said, hey, we will get back to our final thoughts here in a minute.
So, stay tuned.
So, hey, this is our review of 1984 Renegade robot called Pocket, the third installment build up to the Puzzler.
And like y'all saw from the beginning of the video and our previous video, Pocket's name is on this crossword puzzle here.
And this did not dawn on me until I started watching Crossword. And I said, Colton, look at that real good. I said, did you notice something in there? And he's like, what? I was like, watch this. And then, sure enough, as I was holding up the book, that's when I looked and I said, Pocket, oh, this must be a sign. The next Renegade robot has to be Pocket. And I said, there's no doubt about it. Because that's his name. And what he stands for and what he's about to the build up to the Puzzler. So after we got finished doing Crossword, which is the book, that's what it represents. And then I told Colton, I was like, the name is right there. Pocket. I said, so Colton, we're going to review Pocket next.
Right.
So what do you think about the GoBot build up so far to the puzzler? So far, Colton, do you like the way it's going? Each one of these renegades had specific names for a reason. So, Pocket was meant to be as Gobots were meant to be on the go.
Okay.
So you could go to your friend's house, you could go to whoever, or you wouldn't be alone. You would have a transforming robot that transformed from a vehicle to a robot with you.
Right. Which you cannot do that to a regular transformer.
No, they're too big. Unless you go with stuff like G1 Bumblebee.
The mini bots.
Yes, Beachcomber.
Or even the cassette tapes.
Yeah, there were some, but that's not what they're meant for. These GoBots were specifically made to put in your pocket and go.
Right.
Wherever your destination took you, or to go to a friend's house and fight some guardians and renegades and stuff like that. So this was all about imagination. Let it run wild in your own little world, and have fun with your imagination.
Right.
So,
because it's all about using your imaginations when you're playing with these GoBots.
yeah, well, I mean, when we was kids, we all had imaginations.
Right.
Before life and adulthood took apart, and we actually started realizing what was going on. I mean, it's a
Right.
time of imagination, wonder, and stuff like that. And that's what the GoBots were, aimed, is imagination, creativity.
Right.
Kind of like what we're doing right now. This is a form of creativity out of a robot. But these robots have names, and there's a specific reason why they have certain names the way that they do. And it's important for the audience to know how these names become to be and why the puzzler is the way he is in 1984. Because now, when the puzzler come on the scene, Transformers were already there. But part of the history was the GoBots were the first. Then the Transformers were next.
Mm-hmm.
So,
right.
Anyway. Quick. I did enough rambling. What do you think of the Lamborghini Countach Pocket?
It's pretty good for what it is. Even though this does clearly look like Sunstreaker, his vehicle mode, and also his head sculpt here, because
The similarities.
the similarity.
I got you.
Because I thought that this was like before they decided to change his name to Sunstreaker, but no.
Nope. There was two totally different factions. Now, they might have talked at one time. I don't know. I do not know. I know what you're talking about, but
Right.
So anyway, y'all, it's the 4th of July. Y'all be careful. Y'all take care.
And that 4th of July means Happy Independence Day to all of you.
So this is the 4th of July when we're doing this right now. Want to do it before the fireworks start getting really loud and stuff like that. So y'all have a happy 4th of July. For y'all and y'all's families, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And we will see y'all in the next installment. I'm going to let Colton wrap it up.
So, if you like this video, give us a like, comment, and subscribe for more. And if you want to check out some other videos you may have missed, there's a playlist set up on my YouTube channel. So I think that's about it. So thanks for watching.